Hello painters and welcome back. Today I'm going to do nothing at all. I'm just going to use up some waste paints and see what happens. So it's not even a painting. What I'm going to do is try and make a skin, because I did a video a little while back now about how to make pendants from skins, and it was so popular. Lots of people were not just asking about the pendants but asking how to actually make the skins themselves, and that's a really good point, because a lot of the time I have to clean up after I've done my painting. So I paint on a sheet of paper generally on top of my plastic, and then when it's done I bundle all the paper up, I clean everything up, and it's gone. There are no skins. However, when I get some really nice colours like I've got here, then it makes a great idea to save some of them, and hopefully you can do something else with them, make them into these lovely pendants. So I have got something like this. This is just a plastic folder from the dollar store, which has got like a glossy plastic surface, and I'm wondering if I could make a skin on this. I definitely know that I can from my plastic. This is a thick plastic that I have here, but I've never tried it with this type of plastic before. So what have we got to lose? Let's throw some paint on here and see what happens. It's a few leftovers anyway, so it's not going to cost me anything. So let's get that lined up here. So I have got a really nice orange, a brilliant magenta, a turquoise, and just a little bit of white, and a little bit of white left in here. All of these have been mixed up from various little bits of pieces of paint that I have left over. In fact, I mixed this turquoise colour myself from a bit of blue and green that I had left. They've all got different pouring mediums in them. They've all got, in this case, I've used the hair serum, the coconut milk hair serum. So we should get lots of cells, but I haven't got a lot of paint left, so I'm going to use this teeny little cup and we'll see what happens. So let's see, I think get this final scrapings of white out of this cup. Now what is important, I think, when you're making skins is not to make them too thin, because I've made them before on things like the sheet protectors, the ones with the perforations that you can put in file folders. I got some of those from the dollar store, and you could make them on those, and that's really good because you can store them on those too, and then just layer them up. There we go, a little bit of white, and I know those work really well. But if you put the paint on and then spread it out too thinly, have I got paint on me there? No, I think that's just a reflection. I thought I had a big patch of paint on me. It wouldn't be the first time. If you spread it out too thinly, then when you try and peel them off, they kind of break up. So it's better to leave it a little bit thicker. So we'll see how I get on. A little bit of orange in there. Whoop. And go some blue. Ooh, I've got quite a bit of blue left. Okay, go a bit more white. Oh, there's almost no white left. I'm going to need to mix up a bit more. And did I put pink in? No, I don't think I put the pink in yet. So there we go. A little bit of everything in the cup. Now, I'll wipe my hands. I'm just going to pour it over here and not try and spread it too thinly. So I'm going to kind of pour it in one area and allow it to spread out a little bit. So I ended up with a lot of orange there in the end, but what I can do is tilt it about a little bit, hopefully get some kind of pleasing results here. Now, as I said, I don't want to do it too thin, so I'm spreading it around in a bit of a circle or an oval shape, but without hopefully spreading the paint out too much. And if you are using it for something small, like a small scale, which is like a pendant or something, then it really helps if you have small scale designs. So if you spread it out way big and you end up with big cells, then you won't have the tiny little cute designs that look so really nice in a pendant. So I think I've got a few little bits and pieces coming through. I will try and torch it. I wonder how this plastic will hold up. Do a little bit of light torching. No trouble. And that was good because it brought out a few of the smaller little bits and pieces of cells, and that's what's going to look really good in my pendant. This area here, not so much. Let me see if I can go over it quickly again. Woo, yep, but I don't think it's going to do anything. So I've got a little bit more paint. I'll probably put a little bit more over here, and then we'll dry them and see how they turn out, and we'll see if we can get them off these pieces of plastic. See you back here shortly. My skins are dry, and this is now what they look like. You can tell when they're dry because they go matte. So if you look at your skin in there, it's like kind of matte around the edge and a little bit glossy still in the middle, then you can tell that it's probably not dry yet. So this is what they look like. This is what the top view is, and the good thing about pouring them on something transparent, you can also see what they look like on the back, and it's a very different look and very beautiful. I think there's a lot of really beautiful places there that I could use for pendants, as well as the areas on the front. This part here, I love that part. I'm definitely going to be making that into a pendant right this afternoon. And then we go the top view again. So you get two completely different looks. And now you can either file them like this. If they're on your sheets of plastic or your sheet protectors, you just file them away until you want to use them. Or you can pull them off now and file them away somewhere. So let's see if I can lift this up. Okay, it's coming. There we go. And it just peels off the fabric, off the plastic very easily like that. If they're a little bit thin, obviously be careful because they can be fragile and you can tear it, but you can see how beautiful that looks there. It's really shiny on the back where it's been against the shiny surface of the plastic, and more matte, obviously, the finish on the front. So I'm going to leave mine on here because I'm going to be working on it this afternoon to make some more pendants for my Etsy store. And I hope this has been useful about how to make acrylic skins from your leftover paints. And do refer back to that earlier video where I showed you how to use them to make pendants. Up in this corner, there's going to be an I button, and when you press on the I button, and that's the same for all of my videos, it will give you links to other videos that are useful or relevant to something you've just watched. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you on the channel again very soon.